Sort of off topic. This is my beautiful and talented and very smart friend named Max, and you better fucking respect her.
And this is Janey, my non-romantic life partner, who I would kill or die for 1,000 times over. And if you can't respect her, then you can't respect me, and if you can't respect me, you better get ready for a knuckle sandwich, baby.
Hello! And welcome
To another exciting season of Sort of Off Topic.
I didn't know if you were just going to go off topic or if you were going to put the sort of before it. We did not plan that before.
No.
I wanted to say it with you, and then I chickened out.
I found out that we were recording this episode 10 minutes ago, so
Yeah.
the planning was not here.
This is the podcast where we tell stories usually, and usually they're fairy tales and folk tales. For this season of Sort of Off Topic, we're going off the script. We're not opening up any of our folktale books. Instead, we're going to talk about the things that are interesting us today.
Mm-hmm.
And Max, I have something that you and I have been dying to know.
Really quickly, if you like this episode, we also did 12 episodes.
We did 11.
We did 11 episodes last summer. You can see all of those and all of the topics. They're all listed as Sort of Off Topic on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else.
And you can find the full list of the off topics on our website, www.sortofthestory.com.
I love that you say the www.
How will they know where to go, Max?
They won't know it's on the World Wide Web unless we tell them. They'll think that sortofthestory.com is a store that you go to on Main Street.
www. It's a little bit like starting your text with Dear Max.
Yep.
This is your friend Janey.org.
Love Janey.
LoveJaney.org. Also our socials. Listen, we'll do the Patreon plug at the end, okay?
Patreon.
Okay.
We're nailing it.
We are. We're doing great.
An auspicious beginning to this series of Sort of Off Topic.
Did you guys miss these? Let us
did.
know.
A lot.
Honestly, I had so much fun today looking this up. So, a little while ago, Max and I were driving back from Florida, right? We had a couple hours, and we both decided at the same time we would like to know what the fuck happened with Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
And so we tried to listen to some podcasts, and it turns out it's very convoluted, and also the podcasts we were listening to were supposed to be interesting to us and weren't. We didn't have the attention span. I don't think either of us have a brain that's built for learning.
Yeah, well, especially scripted podcasts. I don't
Yeah.
do well listening to scripted podcasts.
No. Guys, this is how we break it to you that this is not a scripted podcast.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe that we're not
Anyways,
being...
go check us out on Patreon.
Patreon sounds like what your grandma would get you. You'd be like, I want like the Adam Tots cartoon that was like, grandma's like, happy birthday, I got you the new game that you wanted, and he opens it up and it's a PlayStation 5, and he's like, oh my god, and then he squints harder and it just says PlayStation 5. It's like, grandma, no. Anyway, so after that, it's been months, and
Yes.
I've still really wanted to know what the fuck happened with Fleetwood Mac. They sound really interesting.
I actually was thinking about this today. I didn't know that you were going to tell this at
Today?
all. I was, because what is that song called? Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty did a song together, and I was like,
Edge of 17?
no, that's no.
It's on the same album. Sorry, her first solo album had Tom Petty on it. Sorry.
Yeah, it came on the radio or my Spotify or something like that, and I was like, I wonder
if they ever hooked up.
Yeah, especially because also a weird thing, my dad won't like me telling you this, but every time Tom Petty comes on the radio, my dad's like, all the girls loved him because he was so pretty.
And you're like, Dad, all the girls and maybe you?
He also is not, sorry, Tom Petty, not that pretty.
Some people think he's pretty, Max. Some people think he's beautiful.
He kind of looks like that one, what is he, like a knight's squire who is a vulture with like a mop of blonde hair. What movie is that from? Is that from
Dark
Quest for
Crystal?
Camelot?
I don't know.
Anyways, regardless.
So Tom Petty, you heard it here first, you ugly fuck. Max's dad wants to date you.
I'm the Tom Petty now. You're just Tom Regular. I've taken your title. You are defeated.
Okay.
Also, did you fuck Stevie Nicks?
Stevie Nicks! Guys, we haven't even begun to drink the wine in front of us.
Speak for yourself.
I'm gonna take off my giant Christmas sweater.
You son of a bitch, it's July in Georgia.
I got chili.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Ooh. I like this family photo.
It's the band photo. It's not a family photo.
It looks like they got it taken at Walmart.
Okay. They did.
For Christmas.
Fleetwood Mac is sponsored by Walmart.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so with all of this, Max, this excellent introduction that needs to know notes.
We did a great job setting it up for them.
I am going to go through all of Fleetwood Mac's affairs and a bit of their history. Okay? This is what you need to know, Mac, specifically just for me and you. Other people might want to know other things like stats or something. Not
stats?
Us. Like statistics.
No, I know what stats are.
Math. But you want to know about the juicy affairs. Let's go. Oh no. We came back too soon. Fleetwood Mac formed in 1967.
Damn it.
What? Drink.
It should have been 1969.
Don't worry, I'm going to go up to... Do I go up to 1969? I think I skipped 1969. Nothing interesting happened in 1969. What a bummer.
As many 69s are.
Fleetwood Mac formed in 1967, but you can imagine it was 69 if you would like.
I would.
Good. And it consisted of 4 members. A guitarist / vocalist, 2 of them, Peter Green and Jeremy Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Bassist, John McVie, and drummer, Mick Fleetwood. So, Mick Fleetwood, what did I say?
No, you said it right. It's just stupid.
It's stupid.
It's stupid to be named Mick Fleetwood and be in a band called Fleetwood Mac.
It's not named after him.
What?
I'm kidding. Okay, but it's not solely named after him.
I'm Mick Fleetwood of Fleetwood Mac.
No. So Peter Green, the front man of this band at the time, he came up with the name Fleetwood Mac because he had started making music with Mick Fleetwood and John McVie, and so he named the band after them. So Fleetwood and then Mac for like McVie. Anyway, that's how it got named.
You're telling me that it could have and perhaps should have been called Fleetwood Macs?
It maybe should have been Fleetwood Mick. But he thought that maybe then Mick Fleetwood would know he was obsessed with it. So they formed the band in 1967. And then in 1968, they added another guitarist. 18-year-old Danny Kerwin.
Oh my god, I thought it was going to be Stevie Nicks and I was so stressed out.
No. She doesn't come.
Don't put an 18-year-old girl in your band.
No.
Don't do that.
They were all fairly young, but 18 is extremely young. So they added another guitarist, 18-year-old Danny Kerwin, and they released a self-titled album. Fleetwood Mac. That same year, John McVie married Christine McVie, who was a keyboardist. What
a coincidence.
I know. I don't know her name before that. So she was a keyboardist for the band Chicken Shack, and she was doing her own thing, and she was really talented. We are on the first paragraph, and I promised you this would not take a long time. We have to get through it. Chicken Shack. So, in 1970, again, I'm sorry, we're skipping 1969, and I should have thought better of this. Peter Green had a bad acid trip, and he quit the band.
Oh, no.
It was a really bad one, and he came out of it like, guys, why aren't we donating all of our money to charity? And they were like, what? And then he quit the band.
Oh, he experienced ego death. Nice.
That's 100% what happened to Peter Green.
You usually have to like pay extra for that.
Nope.
To charity.
He accidentally got, instead of acid, he got just straight up ayahuasca. He was like, wait a minute, am I not one with the earth? So when Peter Green left, Christine McVie left her band Chicken Shack, and she joined Fleetwood Mac as their new keyboardist / vocalist. So now they have a girl in the band, right?
Is Christine McVie Stevie Nicks' real name?
No.
Oh.
No. I have to tell you, Stevie Nicks does not.
Tricking me.
No, she does not come in until 1977.
Wow.
They were a band for a full 10 years before Stevie Nicks comes along.
That's fucking wild.
And if you think that nothing happens in those 10 years, you would be wrong. Okay, so now they have Jeremy Spencer, John McVie, Mick Fleetwood, Danny Kerwin, and Christine McVie. Okay? Mm-hmm. So 2 of the members are now married. Christine McVie came in and they were making the album Kiln House, and she drew the album artwork for them. So she's really, also very talented.
She really likes small house-like structures. Chicken shack and
Kiln House.
Kiln House.
Yeah, she likes them. She likes feeling cozy. At first, they were kind of unsure of what to do after Peter Green left, because he was the front man and the person who formed the band Fleetwood Mac, even though he named it after his band members. Honestly, he seems like kind of a nice guy. Like, from what we know about him, he didn't name the band after himself, and he left because he was upset that they weren't donating money to charity. He's also doing a lot of LSD.
Yeah, that's not a moral issue.
No, it all tracks. So at first they were kind of unsure what to do. So Jeremy Spencer and Danny Kerwin, they took over as the band frontmen. They decided to kind of lead the band together. And Danny Kerwin, again, at this point is like 20 years old. Very young. That same year, 1970, Mick Fleetwood married Jenny Boyd, who was a former model, and she was the sister of the famous model Patty Boyd, right? So just a very gorgeous 1970s lady. They get married. In 1971, the band is about to perform for a sold-out show at the Whiskey A Go-Go in LA, when Jeremy Spencer, the frontman of the band now, he tells his bandmates, I'm going to go get some, a magazine. I'll be right back. And then he just straight up never comes back.
Oh, no. Did he die?
He walks out of a concert and says, I'm going to get a magazine real quick. And they never see him again. A headline in the UK paper Sounds read, Jeremy Spencer, lost in America? And another paper reported that he was missing in LA. And they didn't see him for a while. And rumors began to circulate that while he was out...
Rumors?
This is foreshadowing.
Oh.
Rumors began to circulate that while he was out, like when he walked out to get a magazine, a Christian cult called The Family, formerly known as Children of God, they're like an infamous cult.
Like,
not Manson's family.
Okay.
Yeah. Except that they changed their name after, and I feel like they were piggybacking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm really glad that you knew what my gentle gasp was for.
That's like,
so and you were like, not the Mansons.
Not the Mansons. I do feel like we could do a whole off topic on the Children of God. They're fucked. So a Christian cult formerly called Children of God, that's what they were known as, the rumors were that they had abducted Spencer, shaved his head, brainwashed him, changed his name to Jonathan, and then forced him to quit the band. 35 years later, Spencer finally did an interview with Martin Clemens of Classic Rock, which is an online publication. And they asked him about it. Because first of all, they're like, you never talk to the media. And he was like, yeah, because misinformation gets spread all the time. And they spread a bunch of rumors. And he was laughing. And he was like, that's hilarious. Totally what the album was about. Don't worry. So he laughs about it. He's like, it's just a ridiculous rumor. He says, I admit the way that I just kind of bounced one day wasn't cool or professional. We were at a concert, like a live sold out show, and he just didn't come. And he was the leader of the band. And he's like, so that wasn't cool. But the rumors about me being abducted by a cult and being forced to shave my head and all that stuff, it was just that. Those were rumors. In reality, Max, he had chosen to join the Children of God.
Oh, no!
And go off with them without telling anyone. He hadn't shaved his head. He had simply cut his hair. There's a big difference. Stop focusing on it.
Oh my god.
All of the fucking rumors are true. He's over here trying to tell us that it's not true, and he's fucking talking semantics.
He's like, listen, it's not a cult. It's just a club that me and my friends are in, and we live by its tenets.
Oh my god. I just laughed so hard. He was like, they didn't shave my head. Oh my god. No, I cut off all my long hair on purpose.
For fun. Unrelated.
Don't worry about it.
There was a moment where I was thinking about the concept of a psychological fugue state of sometimes you get so stressed out that you just fucking
you join a cult
on your life. Yeah. And I was really ready to be like, yeah, he got too stressed out about being on stage, probably a combination of that and drugs, and then wandered off, and then after a week was like, well, I can't go back now, and then it became too awkward after that point to start picking
and all
up
these
the calls
crazy rumors are
yeah. I was ready to be like, oh, this is a situation that came as a result of social anxiety and not being comfortable confronting what you have done.
Yeah. Nope, none of that. Nope. He joined the Children of God willingly. Okay, so now Jeremy Spencer is out. They've lost 2 frontmen now. Spencer was then replaced by Bob Welch. After Welch joined their band, it went from like they were kind of becoming known as like blues rock. Like they were compared to like a lot of like really famous blues musicians and stuff like that. Like they were just a cool underground bluesy sort of band. After Bob Welch joined though, he started to kind of change their sound and it became more melodic and it was more arena friendly. And this kind of was the catapult for the sound that we know now of Fleetwood Mac, right? Like he took them out of that bluesy era where it wasn't really accessible to everyone and he started pushing them more towards like pop, right? I pop in like the biggest quotations because it was rock, but it was easier to listen to.
Yeah.
This would eventually catapult them into superstardom, though Welch would only be with the band for 3 years, not long enough to see them reach the height of their fame because they're going to lose like 1 million more members.
Just really quickly, did he fucking Welch?
Let's see. By 1972, now 22-year-old Danny Kerwin had been with the band for 5 incredible albums, right? From 18 to 22, 5 albums is pretty insane.
Yeah, 5 albums in 4 years. That's crazy.
Yeah. However, and maybe this was because of his age, he was completely overtaken by the lifestyle of being a traveling rock star. He was now a barely functional alcoholic, and one night before a gig, he and Bob Welch got into a violent fight while they were tuning, like just before it even started. The fight escalated until Kerwin refused to play music at all, and then smashed his Les Giblin?
He smashed his little giblets
all over the He smashed his Les Gibson guitar, and then he started talking shit about the band's music, and he's like, you all fucking suck, I'm the only talented person here, we sounded better before, and I'm not playing, and to prove it, smash, 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 now no one can play. And they were like, what the fuck, dude? We have a sold-out show we have to play. How come this keeps happening at shows? Why can't this happen in rehearsal?
He sounds like a real Zane.
He's a total Zane. Only real ones get that. Real teenagers who like One Direction.
I just like that they're friends.
That's all. So he was then fired. They ended up having to fire him. Mick Fleetwood described the night as the straw that broke the camel's back. He was like, this had been coming kind of for a while. He was getting out of control. He was very young and was just spiraling. And so by the time this happened and he actually ruined our show, we were like, yeah, he can't be here anymore. So they fired him. Kerwin was replaced by Bob Weston, meaning the band was now fronted by 2 men named Bob W. Bob,
oh no.
Just a couple of Bob Whites. While on tour promoting the album Mystery to Me, Bob Weston began having an affair with Mick Fleetwood's wife, Janey Boyd.
No.
After learning the truth in October 1973, Fleetwood then fired Weston, which is fair, and the band temporarily split up after completing the final show of their tour. So Fleetwood, I will say Fleetwood is the one that keeps the band together. Like, he's the constant in all of this. He's kind of the only one that, like, really sticks around. But they had to split up for a little while because he was devastated by this affair. Like, this hurt him so bad. In 1974, Fleetwood Mac's former manager, Clifford Davis, tried to take the name Fleetwood Mac and give it to another group. He was like,
no.
You guys aren't using it. I'll just give it to these guys and they'll be the new Fleetwood Mac. And so Fleetwood, the McVies, and Bob Welch then ended up having to go to court to retain ownership of their name. Literally their names. And then, okay, here, Fleetwood told Rolling Stone, quote, so many managers seem to forget who is employing who and who makes the money. They forget it's the people who bash the drums and twang the guitars, end quote. And then Clifford Davis told the press, quote, I want to get this out of the public's mind as far as the band being Mick Fleetwood's band. This band has always been my band, end quote. You fucking kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
You're the manager.
I would love to see you play a show, my guy.
A single goddamn thing, you piece of shit. So later that year, the original members of the band, minus the ones who went crazy and just bounced, which was more than once this happened, which is wild. They all got back together and they made 2 big decisions. Number 1, they were leaving the UK and they were going to the US. And number 2, they were not going to replace Clifford Davis as their manager. They became the biggest rock band like ever, and they didn't have a manager.
Fuck, that's cool.
Yeah. Yes. Fleetwood Mac walked so that Taylor Swift could run.
God damn it, that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then they continued to use that name as this lawsuit was going on because it was theirs. And then they ended up settling out of court 4 years later, which to me sounds like they had to pay Clifford Davis to keep their name, which is dumb. But eventually the lawsuit ended. It is now 1974, December. Mick Fleetwood is at Sound City in Los Angeles, and a recording engineer plays him the song Frozen Love by a duo called Buckingham Nicks. He met with Lindsey Buckingham of the duo, and he was like, hey, do you want to join my band? You have an amazing guitar style. Like, you're incredible, and I love your voice and all this stuff. And Buckingham is like, yeah, sure, on one condition. I get to bring my girlfriend, Stevie Nicks. We're a package deal. I'm not doing anything without her. Also, we're a duo. You listen to our music, and you only came to me, you fucker. He didn't say that, but basically he was like, can I bring my girlfriend? And Fleetwood was like, you sure can, buddy.
Oh, Lindsay is a boy.
Lindsey Buckingham, yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so Fleetwood agrees.
Sorry, Lindsay is an adult man.
He's a little boy.
Oh, he's a boy.
He's just a wee lad. By the way, I said that this happened in 1977. It happens in 1974. That's my bad.
Wow.
Yeah. So Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks.
Stephen
Nicholas. Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joined Fleetwood Mac on New Year's Eve, 1974. That's when they officially signed their contracts. In 1975, which could have been the next day, who knows, the band released their second self-titled album featuring the songs Landslide and Rhiannon, both written by Stevie Nicks. And this album immediately, it sold like 14 million copies in like the first year. Like, it was the most famous album that had ever like hit the radios. People were obsessed with it. And it's all because of Stevie. Let's be honest. Name a single other song that you can think of on that album that isn't written by fucking Stevie Nicks. You can't.
No.
Okay. So this catapults them into kind of legendary status. While working on their next album, Rumors, the band started to break apart. Okay. John and Christine McVie, who had been married for 8 years now, suddenly could not stand to be in the same room together. McVie was interviewed a couple times about this. Christine, you're right. I don't care about John McVie, I'm not gonna lie. Christine McVie said, quote, I dare say, if I hadn't joined Fleetwood Mac, we might still be together. I just think it's impossible to work in the band with your spouse. Imagine the tension of living with someone 24 hours a day, on the road, in an already stressful situation, with the added negativity of too much alcohol. John McVie was a really problematic alcoholic. Stevie Nicks talked about this later on. Mick Fleetwood wrote about it. They were like, he was truly out of control, and it was just getting worse and worse with every year. And Christine McVie was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's already really hard to be in this band. Everybody's fucking each other constantly. Can you maybe go, ease up on the bottle? So Christine McVie wrote the song Songbird one night. This is on the Rumors album. And thinking about how all of the members of the band were so angry all the time, she just sat down and she basically wrote this whole song in 30 minutes. And she told Rolling Stone that she thought, God, wouldn't it be nice just to be happy? And then she had to dissolve her marriage, basically.
Jesus. Good for her.
But they were still in a band together.
Oh no, bad for her.
For a long time. They only spoke when it was absolutely necessary to discuss the music. The tension was super high. She was writing all of these songs. He was writing. This is actually what I love about Fleetwood Mac, is that they don't have just one person writing or singing or anything. All of them sing. All of them write songs. They all collaborate. They all do and so every single song is a different person, and I love that. Christine started dating the band's lighting designer, Curry Grant. Or, Corey.
I'm really sorry, we can't skip past that.
I will say it's either Curry Grant or, according to AmericanSongwriter.com, the sound engineer Martin Birch. It's either of those, but I think Curry Grant was such a funny name. I want it to be that.
It's a great value brand, Cary Grant.
What's up, Dick? From the classic cartoon Bags Bunny. Okay, so she started dating Curry Grant. Now I'm wondering if that was a typo. And she ended up writing the song You Make Lovin' Fun about their new relationship, which must have been so much fun for John McVie to have to sing.
You make loving my wife fun for her.
He insisted on writing it first. I actually like it when you fuck my wife. I'm fine with this. Can you tell that neither Max or I have ever heard that song? We do not know that, unless that's somehow the tune.
Perhaps.
Let us
Janey,
know.
should we start a band?
We should. Okay. Ooh, it is getting hot. Okay, so at this time, right, their marriage is over and it's really tense. At the same time, the relationship between Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks started to fall apart as well. And this was like, their relationship was up and down. They were constantly doing the on-again, off-again thing. They were always fighting. And then, again, they were working in such close proximity, and so they could just never get away from each other. To which I would like to point out that Matt and Kim have managed to do this and become one person. And why can't you guys make this work?
Additional point. You and I live together and do a podcast together. So, like...
This is
I forgot that Lindsay isn't a girl. I immediately deleted that from my mind.
Also, you
I was
and
like, they're best friends.
married.
Why are they turning their back on each other? Anyways, we also make it work.
We do. We are in high-stress situations constantly.
Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac, as a band, if you guys ever want to, like, talk to us, we might be able to give you some pointers on how to be better at, this whole...
At just being girls.
Just being girls.
Have you guys tried just being girls? Okay, so... Buckingham wrote the song Go Your Own Way about Stevie Nicks. I just said Stevie Nicks. I'm gonna try again. Buckingham wrote the song Go Your Own Way about Stevie Nicks with the lyric, tell me why everything turned around. I'm not gonna sing it, and I realized as I was saying it, it sounded weird.
It sounded like you were doing, tell me why.
Ain't nothing. Okay. The lyrics in the song, tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, shacking up is all you want to do. So he put that in the song, and it was very clearly about Stevie Nicks. She was pissed. She said that him basically telling the whole world that all she wanted to do was shack up with a bunch of different men not only was a lie, but also it was really hurtful, because she's like, that's not anything, actually, Lindsay. You can go fuck yourself. She did an interview with the Rolling Stone, and she said, quote, he knew it wasn't true. It was just an angry thing he said. Every time those words would come out on stage, I wanted to go over and kill him. He knew it, so he really pushed my buttons through that. According to Nicks, Buckingham was angry that she didn't want to be with him, and so, and of course, we also have to know this is in Stevie Nicks' words, right? Mm-hmm. But he was just, like, feeling really, like, angry and spiteful and couldn't get away from the situation ever to, like, heal about it. And so he was just always mad. And so he was constantly bringing new girlfriends to practices and shit just to flaunt, like, new relationships in Stevie Nicks' face. And she said that, like, she was like, I did not bring any men around because I, wanted to be respectful. I wanted to keep the peace. Also, it was just so much all the time. This was, like, a terrible time to be alive. Mm-hmm. And she's like, even, like, we would have to fly on planes together, and we'd have to be in tour buses together. And she's like, and he fucking hated my guts. And so you were just having to be around somebody who hated you and let you know it constantly. So it's, like, really toxic. Buckingham also wrote the songs Secondhand News and Never Going Back about Stevie Nicks.
Oof.
And so she responded with the iconic song Dreams, which everybody remembers way more than literally any other of his songs. So, like, my petty little heart is just, like, singing. My Tom Petty little heart, just singing. The lyrics, I wish we could play the actual song, but I don't know if Stevie Nicks will appear in our home and stab us. But the lyrics, now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it, but listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness. So she was like, oh, you keep telling me that you want this to be over, but you keep writing songs about how sad you are. So, like, maybe fucking listen to your own goddamn lyrics. That's what that song is about.
Damn.
And it's so well written.
You're right, Stevie.
Yep. So when Rumors was finally released, it stayed at the #1 spot for over 30 weeks. It was just like, they were untouchable. And it was Fleetwood Mac's most successful album. The worldwide tour for the album was messy, to say the least,
What?
because every member of the band had been fucking each other and now they're all mad about it. They were all doing a shit ton of cocaine as well, and apparently Stevie Nicks' coke habit was getting out of control. A doctor discovered a, quote, dime-sized hole in her nasal cartilage, big enough to cause a brain hemorrhage. Apparently, she'd been getting a lot of headaches, maybe from the cocaine, and she'd been treating it by snorting aspirin.
Jesus Christ.
She and Lindsey Buckingham were constantly fighting. At one performance on the Rumors tour, while Stevie was dancing and singing the witchy song Rhiannon, she would do this thing. She had this, like, you know, black like shawl that she would wear, and she would, like, put her arms out and sway. It was just really witchy and, like, cool. One time when she was doing that, Buckingham threw his coat over his head while she was singing and then started to dance around like a crow behind her. So he was just, like, fucking mocking her and, like, trying to get a whole packed fucking concert to laugh at her and shit. So, like, just he was doing shit like that constantly. And so they were always fighting about it. She's like, you can't fucking do that. We are performing. And Christine McVie was like, hey, people paid for a show. Can you fucking grow up or get the fuck out? So this was like, he was not handling this well. As the frontman for the band, Buckingham's live performances were so intense, sometimes people describe them as being more like exorcisms.
Ugh.
Yeah, he was going crazy. And then, towards the end of their tour, he was in Philadelphia, and he ended up collapsing in the shower and, like, rushed to the hospital, and later on he was diagnosed with epilepsy. So, like, yeah, he was, which you can get epilepsy by abusing drugs and alcohol.
Oh.
So, like, I'm going to go ahead and guess that probably had something to do with it.
Probably also, as a performer, it's a little bit of a chicken and egg scenario of, like, you might be abusing drugs because you are dealing with the consequences of epilepsy and, like...
And stress.
Yeah.
Stevie, at this time, started a relationship with a drummer for the Eagles named Don Henley.
Don Henley.
Oh, yeah.
My dad has also told me that he's hot.
I love your dad so much. So she's in this relationship with Don Henley. And Mick Fleetwood at this point was like, I want to give my relationship with Jenny Boyd another shot. Because he still loved Jenny Boyd. He'd been really hurt when she cheated on him. But he's like, okay, let's do it again. And so they ended up, let's do it all again. So they ended up getting remarried in 1977. And these emotional hangups made it really fucking awkward when Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood fell in love and started a super intense affair.
Oh, no.
In the same year.
Christ.
Fleetwood wrote about it in his book, Play On. And he said, quote, eventually I fell in love with her and it was chaotic. It was on the road and it was a crazy love affair that went on longer than any of us really remember. Probably several years by the end of it. Stevie said that they kept it a secret as much as they could, especially from Buckingham, because he was losing his shit constantly. Even though he was, like, dating all the time, right? Like, she was still like, we can't ever tell anyone. And so they kept it a secret until it was over. And when it was ending, it fucking blew up in their faces. And so everyone knew anyway. The relationship was passionate, but super messy. And at one point, Lindsey Buckingham straight up asked her, like, did you cheat on me with him? Because the timeline isn't adding up. And she was like, no. And Mick Fleetwood was like, what? No. And all of the interviews I've seen, they were like, yeah, they were super unconvincing. Nobody believed them.
Oh, no.
But later on, Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks never brought it up. They just never talked about Mick Fleetwood. By the time that relationship was over, they were like, let's just pretend that literally never happened.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was a pretty messy affair. After that affair ended, and it also ended Mick Fleetwood's relationship with Jenny Boyd. So divorced a second time. He started another affair.
What about Don Henley?
He comes back a little bit later. I don't know if they stayed in a relationship, but I don't think that he had any majorly hard feelings for Stevie Nicks about this.
All right.
Anyway, so Mick Fleetwood started another affair right after he ended his affair with Stevie Nicks. And this one would be a real fucking punch in the gut for her because it was with her best friend, Sarah Rector. Nope. Her best friend, Sarah Recker.
Okay.
R-E-C-O-R. Recor?
Wrecker sounds right.
Wrecker. It's badass.
I really haven't internalized that Lindsey Buckingham is a man. I was like, oh my god, with her best friend, Lindsey Buckingham. Poor
Poor, sweet,
From
feminine
before.
Lindsay. Okay, so years later, Stevie Nicks said, quote, "I lost Mick, which honestly wasn't that big of a deal because that was a rocky relationship.
Damn.
But losing my friend Sarah, that was a huge blow. Sarah was banished from the studio by the rest of the band. No one was speaking, and I wouldn't even look directly at Mick. That went on for months, and it was great fodder for writing. The songs just poured out of us." End quote.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Fleetwood and Wrecker would go on to get married, and they stayed married for 7 years before they split up in 1995. But it was just really fucked up thing. Like, they were in a full relationship, and she wasn't allowed at any of the fucking shows or any of the practices because the whole band was like, that's fucked up. You're not allowed to fuck Stevie Nicks' best friend.
So, for sure, but also a weird place to draw that line.
It is
after
weird.
all of this.
After having all of these fucking messy affairs.
Yeah.
To me, with all of these affairs and all of these people dropping out, it's wild that the band is still a band.
Yeah.
At this point, it's been 10 years, and they will not break up. They are actively going through divorces with each other. They are not talking to each other. They're getting into, like, full-on violent fights on stage, and they are sinking their teeth in. They're like, nope, I'm in this band. And they're still writing together. They're still collaborating. Like, on every single album, I was looking at it, fucking Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, they write together so much at this time. She's credited on his, like, fuck you songs.
I do feel like there's a, like, specific kind of, like, personality that it is more important to, like, wound someone than it is to get away from them.
But this seems to be all of them are
That's
like
exactly
that.
it feels like a rat king of, like, all of them just being like, I'm gonna stay in a band because if I'm in a band I can write songs about how much I hate them.
Dude, if we have
and,
any
like,
fucked up little artists out there that want to make a Rat King with the members of Fleetwood Mac, I would really like to see that.
Just, like, they're all, like, stuck together and refusing to leave, and, like, it does feel like at a certain point it's like a like nasty and cruel codependency at a certain point.
It
of,
does
like,
seem like that.
You can't move on because this is something that you've spent so long on, but at the same time doesn't seem like it's worth it, except that they continue to make fantastic music. So
it is wild. Stevie
but
Nicks,
also,
I didn't write this down, but there was an interview with Stevie Nicks that was like, where she was, I think it was with Rolling Stone, and she was like, it was really hard because I was doing my job. Like, I was putting vocals on all of his shitty songs about me, and I was dropping down these things because they were great songs and I knew it would be great for the band. She's like, but I would have to go to him basically begging him to work on the shit that I was writing, knowing that I could write these all I wanted, but the ones who actually, the reason why they turned into these songs was because Lindsey Buckingham was fucking amazing at music. And it's the reason why he was the frontman, like, for Fleetwood Mick, nope. Mick Fleetwood was legitimately, like, he started this band, and he's the one that we're hearing all this from because he wrote a bunch of books. But at the end of the day, it wasn't even really his band as much as it was Lindsey Buckingham's, the American that came in, like, 8 years later. Like, wild. Like, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham were like, and we're the ones that are recognizable, thank you.
It's also wild that the American guy who came in is named Lindsey Buckingham. That's a lot.
I'm so happy I didn't spit out my wine. It would have gotten on so many important things. Okay, so now they're messier than ever. They're working on their new album, Tusk. And while they're on tour in New Zealand, it all kind of came to a head when they had to stop a show in the middle and just end the whole show because Lindsey Buckingham straight up attacked Stevie Nicks on stage.
Jesus.
He kicked her, he tried to trip her, and he threw his guitar at her.
Jesus Christ.
On stage in the middle of performing. Afterwards, they all ran off the stage. Nix says that she recalled all of them were running to the dressing rooms to see who could kill him first. Christine McVie got to him first and just started fucking wailing on him. And she's like, I don't think I've ever hit anyone in my life except for Lindsey Buckingham. And I also think I might have thrown like a bunch of wine on him. Damn. She could not remember. Stevie Nicks was right behind her, and so Christine McVie's already hitting him. Stevie Nicks basically jumps on top of him as well, and security had to drag both women off of him. Stevie was crying like a whole lot. She was upset, and McVie was like, people paid for this fucking show. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Pull yourself together! Slap, slap, slap. More wine in the face like a desperate housewife.
Christine McVie reminds me of, you know, in reality shows, I'm thinking of specifically Too Hot to Handle, right? There's the one guy who's like, guys,
which Max and I tried to watch ironically, and then at the end
Got
we
super
lost.
invested in.
We lost all irony by episode 2. We're like, oh no, what are they gonna do?
There's one guy in that who's like, guys, it's literally so easy to not fuck.
Oh my
There
God,
is
yeah.
so much money that we could be making. Please, for the love of God, for like 3 days, just stop fucking each other for 3 days, please. Like, I'm trying to start a small business. This money could change my life. Just stop fucking each other.
Honestly, the reality show is just he's stuck on an island with a bunch of horny monsters.
Yeah, and Christine McVie has the same kind of like, hey guys, I understand.
By the way, just in case you don't know what all these people look like, they all look insane.
Aw.
That's Christine McVie. That is John McVie. She is so much hotter than him.
Yeah,
That's Stevie Nicks. That's Lindsey Buckingham. And honestly, he is the cutest one in this band. And
he
that's
looks like Brett McKenzie
who's Brett McKenzie?
from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, he does have a little bit of Brett McKenzie. These two smashed together. And then Mick Fleetwood.
Mick Fleetwood seems super chill.
He was super chill. He was also super tall. He eventually ended up losing.
Wow, that's
I know. Should I call it? He eventually ended up losing his hair, and so he kept the long hair around it, but just had a bald spot on top. It was not a good look. I feel like I can say that because I'm alive. So,
Did he die?
no.
Are you wielding your alive privilege? You can say that because he can't fight back because he's fucking dead.
He's not dead. Don't worry. So, in 1981, while still in Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks launched her solo career, right? Now she's like, I bet I could do this because people love me. And she was right. People literally, I feel like so many people only listened to Fleetwood Mac at that point for Stevie Nicks, but I might be way off base. Her album was called Belladonna, and it included her iconic song, Edge of 17. And it featured Don Henley of the Eagles. He drummed on that album for her, which is why I think there was no bad blood between them. And Tom Petty. The album went #1 on the Billboard Top 100 chart, like immediately. So she was doing, and she was still in Fleetwood Mac. So she's killing it. In 1984, Mick Fleetwood filed for bankruptcy. Which is wild, because they are still actively touring. They are still, like, the #1 band in the whole world. And now he's suddenly, in the midst of it all, filing for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. Yeah. Rumors circulated that he spent all his money on drugs, which his lawyers were like, nuh-uh! That's crazy! According to the New York Times in 1977, they said that he just made a bunch of bad real estate decisions, and he invested in failed restaurants. And to me, that all sounds like drug activity. I'm like, yeah, that's the result of taking too much cocaine. And then you opened a bunch of restaurants and they failed. That's drugs. Trying to fucking fool us.
We should start a cheeseburger fast food chain, and we'll call it Fleetwood McDonald's. What do you think?
Shoe store that sells burgers. Fleetwood McDonald's. And John McVie is like, stop changing my name to McDonald's. You have to stop. He has no cocaine in his system, but he is hammered. So he files for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy?
Bankruptcy.
That does not sound right. In 1986, the year that my sister was born.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Savannah. Stevie Nicks finally went to rehab for her cocaine addiction. They found the hole in her nose in, like, 1977. So, like, she waited 9 years to be like, maybe I shouldn't be putting a bunch of cocaine up there. They were like, how are you alive still, actually?
I honestly haven't processed much of this past that point because I've been trying to figure out where the hole is in her nose.
Yeah.
Like, on the septum? Or is it, like, on the, like, sinus lining? Or, like...
They said it was big enough that it could cause a brain hemorrhage. So it had to have
be in
been...
the sinuses,
yeah,
right?
Yes, like somewhere where it was letting things pass through to the brain.
Ugh.
Also, can you imagine how fucking bad that hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, so she goes to... What?
Still continuing to do cocaine.
Right? So she, 1986, she's like, I might have a problem. She goes to rehab. In 1987, Lindsey Buckingham announced he was leaving Fleetwood Mac to work on his solo career. Not a moment too soon, Lindsey Buckingham. Guitarists Billy Burnett and Rick Vito were both hired to replace him. So they had to bring in 2 guys to replace him. I'm just saying. In 1990, Christine McVie and Stevie Nicks both announced that they were leaving the band at the end of their current tour. So they waited until the tour was... Honestly, this band seems super professional beyond, like, ending shows in the middle and people just joining cults halfway through. But, like, they wait until they finish their tour before, like, even in the midst of, like, emotional turmoil, they're like, yeah, no, I'll finish out this stint, but then I'm not going to come back. It's like, yeah, that's how you do it.
I feel like that's pretty expected.
And you think my bar is too low? One of them one day said, I'm going to go get magazines, and then joined a cult. Never came back. I haven't processed anything past that, and that was in the beginning.
I feel like we need to go back to where you said, honestly, it seems like they're a pretty professional band, except for how they keep ending shows in the middle, and one of them was kidnapped by a cult. I just really feel like when you listen back to that, you're going to be like, oh, no.
Maybe I was wrong. Okay, so Christine McVie, she was leaving performing with the band, but she was not leaving Fleetwood Mac. She was actually still writing music with them and recording with Fleetwood Mac, but she just didn't want to tour anymore, which is fair. As for Nicks, she said she wanted to work on her solo career, but it's believed that the reason why she left is because they had written this song called Silver Springs, and they had recorded it and wanted to put it on the Rumors album, but it didn't make the cut. And so when she was making her greatest hit album in 1991, she was like, hey, I wrote that song, and I really liked it, and I want to put it on my greatest hits album. And Fleetwood was like, no, you can't have it. And then right after that, he really quickly put it on there. They had this 2-box set called 25 Years, The Chain. And he like swiped it because he knew she wanted it and put it on that box set. Damn. And Stevie Nicks was like, fuck it, I'm out. That's shitty. Yeah. After everything I goddamn did for this band, you're going to like poach a song that I wrote? Yeah. So she left. After this, the band would get back together for like short bursts, like for Bill Clinton's inauguration. Because remember... Bill Clinton, what the fuck? Bill Clinton used their song. He did? Oh my god, what song did he use? Oh god, I don't have my phone. John Mulaney has a bit about this. He comes out to the song. I'm literally gonna pause this and look this up. Okay, so Bill Clinton came out like in his inauguration to the song Don't Stop by Fleetwood Mac, which was on the Rumors album. And John Mulaney has a joke about it where he was like, that song was written for and by people who were actively cheating on their spouses constantly. He's like, and it's called Don't Stop. Like Bill Clinton was telling us exactly what he was like and we weren't listening.
God damn.
Yeah, anyway, that's the John Mulaney joke.
You could have given me 10 years and I wouldn't have guessed. You were like, they got back together for some events and I would never have guessed Bill Clinton's inauguration.
The only reason why he became president was because Fleetwood Mac willed it. So they would get back together for these like short bursts and then they would split up again. They had legal battles, spats, they went back to rehab. Stevie Nicks went back to rehab for a Klonopin addiction later. And I'm like, good for you. Mm-hmm. At least you're not putting that one in your nose hole. The hole inside of your nose that's not supposed to be there. They had lots of drama. All this stuff was happening, right? But they were still kind of making music up until 2022 when Christine McVie died. Aww. Yeah, she died of like a super short illness. Like nobody really even knew she was sick. And then she died in November of 2022.
Oh,
I know. After her death, Mick Fleetwood said, quote, I truly think the line in the sand has been drawn with the loss of Chris. I'd say we're done, but then we've all said that before. End quote.
Oof.
And Stevie Nicks is like on tour right now. Lindsey Buckingham, the most American of all of them, he is still making music. Christine McVie actually really loved Lindsey Buckingham. Like even with all of like that crazy behavior, Christine McVie was like still making music with him up until like I think her death. Like she worried about him. They asked her, like, who would you want to come back to the band? And she's like, honestly, I would make music with Lindsey Buckingham for the rest of my life. Like, I just want him to be okay. All of them it just seems so incestuous and codependent. Mm-hmm. Because when they go back with, like, there's, like, a lot of domestic violence between Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. And Stevie Nicks is like, no, I'll love him till the day like, what do you mean? No, I love him. And he's like, oh, except for him, he seems like such a dick to me. And I'm sorry, I'm obviously not a Lindsey Buckingham fan, but she's like very respectful of him. When she talks about him, it's very much like, you know what? Yeah, this just didn't work. He's like, she's jealous of me because I found my soulmate and she's never found her soulmate and she just doesn't want me to be happy. And I'm like, dude. Also, he and his wife keep trying to break up constantly. He just seems like really shitty. But like Christine McVie I think stayed in love with John McVie for the rest of her life. Like, he got married and she was like, I'm really happy for him, honestly. I want nothing but the best for him. I am so happy he seemed to have found somebody really good. Like, she was just in his corner. She, like, Stevie Nicks was always talking about how she was always praying for John McVie. She's like, he had such a problem with alcohol. Like, every day it was just like, I hope he gets better. As she was, like, shoving more and more aspirin up into her nose hole. Anyway, that is the very messy Fleetwood Mac. And now we know.
And now we know.
Lindsey Buckingham, hot as shit. I hate to say it. That's a hot man. It is infuriating, and he is beautiful.
If you're my parents, don't listen to this. I had a one-night stand with a guy who looked exactly like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he drove a motorcycle to my house.
I was in a 2-month-long terrible relationship with a guy that looks just like John McVie.
Nightmare. I was there.
Yeah. He tried to punch me, and I was like, maybe this isn't working. What's wrong with me?
Jesus. I am not an astrology believer. Mm-hmm. To be clear, I think it's fun to talk about astrology. I won't yuck anybody's yum.
But you're not, like, basing life decisions.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I think that human beings are naturally pattern seeking, and I think that astrology is a way to kind of express that in one of the few ways, actually. This is something that I have been thinking a lot about lately. It's one of the few ways that we can...
We've gone into Max's off-topic. We just, like, rolled into it.
It's an idea of, like, you can assume something about someone's pattern of behavior based on something that isn't, like, racial or class-based or anything like that, which is rare. You know, that it's rare that you have that kind of criteria where you can think that you know what someone is going to do based on something that isn't, like, an inherent bias.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that that's really comforting to a lot of people, is the idea of, like, you know, you can establish patterns of behavior based on astrology.
Okay.
I don't believe in it as a predictor or as anything, like, as something that, like, causes people to do things.
Yeah.
I cannot stop thinking about how this is a band that I would put money on. Earth signs and fire signs. I would put fucking money on it.
Let's look it up. Hold on. I don't have my goddamn phone. Okay, let's look it up.
I have my phone.
Okay, look up. What are their birthdays?
I feel like somebody's done this. I'm just going to look up astrological signs of...
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's make a guess. Let's make a guess real quick before you look it up.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with Lindsey Buckingham. Knowing what kind of person he was. I'm going to say Gemini.
Scorpio.
I'm writing these down. This is important, and I'll put a picture of our thing.
Stevie feels like...
Gemini, and Max says...
Scorpio.
I want to find a different color pen for you.
Don't die.
Okay, you're going to be the pink pen. Stevie
feels like either an Aries or a Leo to me.
I think... I don't know any of them. My brain is like, Gemini. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna say... You think Aries?
Aries or Leo.
Okay. I'm gonna say... I think Stevie Nicks is a... What's the cool girl? What, Capricorn? I just pantomimed smoking a cigarette.
Capricorn. In a sexy way, you, like, wiggled a little bit. A sexy lady who's smoking. That's what a Capricorn is.
I think Christine McVie is a Libra.
I agree.
We agree on that because she kind of reminds me of you.
Actually, I think that Christine McVie might be a Capricorn. I think that Mick Fleetwood might be a Libra.
Okay. He's got, like, leader potential. I think McVie...
But he's also a little bit wishy-washy.
I think he might be a Taurus.
Okay, so we're projecting ourselves onto Mick Fleetwood.
And John McVie, that little goblin.
I don't know enough about him to make any kind of declarative
statement. I really didn't focus on him. I was not interested, which makes me think he's an Aquarius.
Or... No, that's mean. I can't say that.
Say it.
Or Sagittarius.
Yes!
Let me see. Look at the cosmic chemistry with the Fleetwood Mac. CaliforniaPsychics.com.
Thank you. They never let us down.
Great job. CaliforniaPsychics.com. Oh, this is an article.
Nope. Just look him up.
John McVie is a Sagittarius.
Oh, fuck! Holy shit! All right, that's a point for Max.
Point for Max.
Holy shit.
Stevie Nicks is a Gemini.
Oh, okay. We did not think of that. That means...
But she is a Capricorn moon.
Nah, we're just going to do the regular signs.
I'm doing
the big ones.
The article. Oh my God. She was married for a short time to Kim Anderson, the widower of her friend Robin Anderson.
Yeah.
Is that a man? I'm sorry. Is that another?
No. That's
name?
a man with a woman's name. Yeah, she ended up getting
That's
divorced.
Like weird and like gender.
It is.
But like
right after they got married, they divorced because she felt like Robin was always kind of a presence in the relationship. She's like, "Oh, you're not ready to be married to me."
Ugh. Lindsey Buckingham is a Sun, Mercury, and Neptune Libra. Ugh.
Oh, he's just a. Okay, well...
But he does have a Venus in Scorpio.
Okay, we're doing the Libra. I will say, I think having all three makes you crazy.
Yeah, 100%. Hundo P.
God, he's so hot. I can't stop staring at his beautiful face. I hate it.
So, from my understanding of... My very, like, basic 101 understanding of astrology...
Also, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this picture... They all look like they're too cool for school, and Stevie's in the middle just beaming. Like she's the goody two-shoes on picture day. She's so cute.
They all look like they just got yelled at by their dad to smile for the picture.
And she's the only one that did.
And they just finished fighting.
Daddy's so hot.
Venus is the, like, your, like, romantic disposition, and I think that for...
Lindsey
what's the stupid
Buckingham?
face? Yeah. Lindsey Buckingham, a Scorpio Venus, makes sense.
Yeah, like he's bad.
Yeah. He is a vindictive motherfucker when
he's
it comes
gonna
to...
be fucking mean to you.
Oh, God. And it's... Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Tell me.
Stevie Nicks' Venus is in Cancer, which is...
Emotional.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, that's bad.
So he's mean to her and she's sad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, Cancer is... Honestly, again, this is like seeking patterns of behavior within.
Max believes it. Don't even let her. She's over here trying to justify it.
But I do feel like Cancers can sometimes use like emotional vulnerability as a weapon.
Yeah, I would think so. Again, part of me, I had to do like baby disclaimers here and there of like, again, we're only hearing about this from Stevie Nicks' point of view because she does feel like the victim and everything, which is not to say that she isn't, but she's also hopped up on so much fucking cocaine.
Yeah, it's a situation where it's a bunch of friends who are like constantly around each other and constantly on tour and constantly in super stressful situations. It seems like everyone's a victim in this scenario.
It really does.
Kind of like.
And they just continue to make bangers. Okay, tell
banger,
me
banger.
Mick Fleetwood. He's so British.
Christine
Okay.
is a Scorpio.
She's a Scorpio? Love her.
I think. She and John were both... He was a moon Virgo. She's a Venus Virgo. And that seems bad, probably.
I don't know what any of this means, so I'm just going to take your word for it.
I'm not going to...
No, she doesn't want to give herself away any more than she already has.
Your sun sign is how you, like, present first impressions. Your moon sign is how you think of yourself or how you want to be.
And the sun sign is, like, just
your main one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then your rising sign is kind of, like, aspirational, like, sort of more the direction that you're heading in and the lessons that you're learning.
So how you present what you actually are...
Sun sign. Or what you actually are is a combination of all of them.
Oh, okay.
But the way that people...
What's the moon sign? It's how you want to be?
The moon sign is your perception of yourself.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. It's like your...
My moon sign's in Libra, I think.
Oh.
I know. I just want really badly to be you.
Oh, I'm a Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Which my rising is in Sagittarius, and I've had my life ruined by so many Sagittarius men, which makes a lot of sense, actually, because it's like, I want to be you.
Let me become you. Hey, wait, Mick Fleetwood, tell me.
I'm trying to find it. This article is really confusingly written. Fleetwood is maybe not in this article.
Maybe not in the band.
They forgot about him. Ugh.
What?
Christ.
What is he?
Sun sign Cancer.
Oh, he's a Cancer.
Big feelies.
Okay.
Moon in Virgo, which is big feelies, also a lot of opinions. And things have to be right and good. Which, honestly, I feel like a Cancer and Virgo, and then Mercury in Cancer also, that's just a good back route to get to being a Libra.
I will say...
Venus in Gemini, Mars in Taurus. Mars is like your... impulsive nature a little bit. It's like your first, like, most passionate reaction to things. It's like the idea of like you're
He's in
warrior
Taurus?
self. Mars and Taurus. Yes.
Aw.
Jupiter and Scorpio. I don't know what Jupiter does, but
All of that sounds like he'd make a great leader. He seems empathetic. He seems like he's a little bit more level-headed. He does seem like he would be really upset that his wife cheated on him.
mm-hmm. He would also be really upset that all of his friends were hurting him all the time, but also wouldn't be able to be like, hey, I don't want to be around you anymore because you're being shitty.
We are making a whole new lore for Fleetwood Mac. I want to read his book really badly now. Okay, well, that was sort of off topic, and I had a great time. You?
I had a great time.
Unhinged. More to come. Do you have a list?
Not about Fleetwood Mac.
We're doing a whole part 2 of Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac McDonald's.
Fleetwood Mac's Fury Road. Do I have my topic for...
Do you have a list of topics?
I do.
I've been curating the longest fucking list.
You have a shape on your arm.
Yeah, I keep accidentally drawing on myself.
Coloring on yourself. Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. I also have topics.
And you're going to hear all of them later.
Guys, if you liked this, chat us up on Instagram. Email us at sortofthestory@gmail.com. Go to our website, www.sortofthestory.com, to see a list of all of our off topics and also links to them, because I know it's kind of hard to find them. Max looks devastated.
Please don't email us about how I'm wrong about astrology. I know I am.
Email, but make the subject line Max.
Please don't. I know I'm wrong.
You're going to get done cursed.
Oh, God damn it. I just realized, I'm like, oh, God damn it. I said at the beginning that I was like, I don't know much about this, but this is what I know. And I'm still going to have so many people being like, actually.
If you know young Lindsay Buckingham's phone number, email us at sortofthestory@gmail.com. And if you...
So we can kill him.
No! If you make art of Rat King with Fleetwood Mac faces, tag us.
Fleetwood Rats.
Fleetwood Rat. Fleetwood Rat King.
Good.
Really good. And if you want to join the Discord and talk about these more in depth, you can by joining our Patreon at the $3 level, Team Troll, or you can go up to our $10 level.
No.
We don't have a $10 level. Maybe we should.
Maybe we should.
You can go up to our $7 level to be a story baby and not only be able to chat with us on the Discord about this, but also get episodes a day early and also get bonus episodes. So all of that is available on Patreon. And goodbye.
Bye.
And now you can go your own way.
Oh, we're going to let you guys off the chain.
Rhiannon. Goodbye.
You do know the song, ABBA's Borderline.
I do not know that song.
I swear to God you do. It was playing on my way home, and now I have it stuck in my head, and it's a nightmare.
Sing us a little tune, Max.
Is it not ABBA?
Come here.
Oh my God, is it not ABBA?
There we go.
Borderline. Song?
Borderline song.
Is it Madonna? How does Madonna sound like ABBA? That doesn't seem possible.
Everybody from before 1982 sounds the exact same. Men, women, anyone.
Babies.
You gotta put it close to the microphone. God, she's so cute.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Maybe that part is registering like a tiny bit, but that's it. No other part of the song. Yeah, no other part of the song is sounding familiar.
It's crazy that ABBA didn't sing this. Anyways, I have had that stuck in my head. I heard it on my way home from work. I had it stuck in my head, and I was like walking around the house, and I was like, I can't get this fucking song stuck out of my head. And then I took a nap, and I woke up, and I was like, thank God I don't have that song stuck in my head anymore. And immediately was like, borderline. God damn it! No! Thought I was free.
I feel like I should. I never listened to Madonna before.
Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I've never heard a single Madonna song. It's just like I was not a Madonna person. Didn't grow up with her. Didn't care about her. Don't really care about her now. Mostly what registers for me is that people are really mean about her fucked up face.
Yes.
And I'm like, hey, don't be shitty.
True.
Yeah.
We should watch Evita.
We should. I've never seen it. It's one of my mom's favorite movies.
Madonna stars.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I have never left you.
Yeah, I watched it in high school, so I'm not sure if the political aspect of it holds up. I doubt that it does, but it's about like this woman who, in a very positive way, fucks her way to the top in Argentina and then changes the country.
Hell yeah. And it's a true story, right?
I don't know.
I think
it's
is.
A play.
I think it's a true story.
It's possible.
I'm going to laugh so hard. Having never seen Evita, I'm going to laugh so hard if she has like a magic vagina that like talks to the president. And I'm like, no, that's based off of a true story. Women are so powerful. The vagina's like, war. Press the button, Mr. President.
They've got bombs in the Middle East.
The president can't find the button. I am a lowly vagina.
Yeah, it's
Madonna.
It is. That movie, she is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. She has, I want to go through, I think it's time for me to have a Madonna phase, and I would like to go through all of her old movies. They're all about women fucking their way to the top and, like, getting away with crimes and shit.
Yeah, in a good way.
That's all of them.
Yeah, it's good. She's just such a fucking icon. She's the blueprint. That's all.
She is the blueprint.
Not necessarily a positive way, but